Austin Powers. Groovy, baby, groovy. Do I make you Randy? First of all, this is what we marathon this week. I am gonna say this particular box design is terrible. I don't know who they put in charge of designing it, but they should be fired. Let me show you why. So, when you open it, you find the second movie on top, which, I actually didn't pay attention to the titles, assumed that was the first movie, put it in, and was confused for a couple minutes. This is where the first movie is. On the front of this one, see how there's printing on one side? You flip it, and that's where the third movie is. So first and third, and then second. Well, I guess first, second, flip over, third. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Who? I'll say, actually addressing the films here. I did realize these were kind of appropriate to watch after the passing of Diana Rigg. Since at one point, Vanessa wears a catsuit, and Miss Kensington, her mom back in the 60s, wears a catsuit the whole time. This is an obvious homage to Mrs. Peel on The Avengers, who was played by Diana Rigg. It was kind of a campy, silly show in the 60s. If you come across it, it is pretty entertaining. They made a movie out of it in the 90s with Uma Thurman playing the same part, but that movie is terrible. Avoid it at all costs. And also, no relation to the Marvel Avengers. Just happens to share the title. But yeah, just kind of thought about that. Also, his kind of photographer persona is also a nod to a movie from the 60s called Blowout. Or Blow Up. Excuse me, it's Blow Up. Which was a film I was forced to watch in film class, and I hated it. But yeah, it's about a photographer who talks to the models very similarly to how Austin Powers does. Anyways, if you've been watching along with our other marathons, which of course you have, you might recognize the lady who plays a lot of vagina. Her real name is Fabiana Udenio. I'm sure I'm butchering her name. But she played Adira Tari on Babylon 5. She was Ambassador Mulari's girlfriend, shall we say. Also appearing from Babylon 5 was Michael York, who was King Arthur on Babylon 5. He's Basil Exposition on this. Also, there are deleted scenes on the first movie. If you watch the deleted scenes, Rob Lowe appears as a guest at a bachelor party, which is funny because, he plays number 2 in The Spy Who Shagged Me in the second film. So, on to The Spy Who Shagged Me. Somehow, I can't explain it. The film just feels kind of dated for me. Let me know if you guys feel different. I find it the least funny of the 3. But I can't explain it. Also, Rob Lowe here plays the young number 2. And the funny thing is he actually developed his impersonation of Robert Wagner previously, as he had dated one of Robert Wagner's daughters, like in real life, and I guess mocked him, but I guess found it funny enough that it wasn't too awkward on set. But and there is an end credit scene, so stay tuned for that. But But yeah, I don't know. Never really got into The Spy Who Shagged Me. I don't know. I don't particularly care for Heather Graham, the lady in the second film, so it could be that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, of course. And then, of course, we have Goldmember. Been a super long time since I watched that one. I'd forgotten pretty much all of it. The cameo-laden beginning credits had me legit cracking up. I'm trying not to give away spoilers, because I know a friend of mine's going to be watching these soon, and she should watch this video, if only for the directions of how to watch the dang movies. Anyways, also, Foxy Cleopatra, played by Beyonce, who was not yet 21. She was 20 when this was filmed, and it's like, baby Beyonce. Anyways, her character is an homage to many of Pam Grier's roles in the blaxploitation films of the 70s. Specifically, she was the star of movies that were entitled Foxy Brown and Cleopatra Jones. So, clearly, those gave a little bit of inspiration. Also, for the special features of that disc, that side of the disc, I should say, they were trying to put forward something called Infinifilm. So you can't just go to a page that says special features. You have to click Infinifilm All Access Pass, and that will take you to the special features, and then you can watch the deleted scenes and whatnot. Which, again, the deleted scenes and bloopers for Goldmember were really funny. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, it's a pretty funny stroll down memory lane, especially with all the kind of 90s now dated things. Like Motorola phones, AOL, the laptops in the first movie being like that thick. Yeah, give it a shot. See you later. Happy viewings.